2021. Oh, now it appears Bailey and Miguel are fast friends.
Well, Ace Austin trying to let everybody in this match know just how confident he is, but maybe it wasn't the wisest move with two fresh opponents.
And similar to the triple threat match we saw earlier this evening that saw Steve Macklin beat both Jay White and Chris Sabin in the same match. There are no countouts. There are no disqualifications in this matchup. Oh, first man to get pinfall or submission is the X Division champion.
And look at this, what they're doing to Ace Austin right now. Trey Miguel and Mike Bailey.
Oh.
How is this any different than what Ace was trying to do with Mike? Just team up, take on a common opponent?
Oh.
What so horrible thing happened that makes everybody question Ace Austin?
Hold on now, Bailey trying to get the best of Miguel and a 2 count. Hold on, backslide here by Miguel, trying to put away this matchup early. Very smart decision.
Reminder, every man for himself, no matter how well you're working together.
Oh, and now look at Bailey go. To your point, it's every man for himself. I think Bailey saw the way Ace Austin was trying to manipulate him from day one here in this company. Oh, and he turned it around.
I think he assumed, oh, we never saw Ace Austin do anything untoward.
Our triple threat matchup continues here. Don't miss out on Impact Wrestling's first trading card series of 2022. Autograph cards from Jonah, Lady Frost, and Mickey James are featured. Trading card packs are shipping now. Only limited quantities are still available. Visit shopimpact.com to learn more. Look at Miguel.
Oh, the way Trey Miguel moves with such fluidity. In and out of the ropes, in and out of the ring. Whoa. Great counter there from Mike Bailey.
Grabbed a hold of the leg there. Very smart there by Bailey. Oh, and it's Austin. Oh, he's wiped out by Miguel. It's got to feel like being in a tornado. You try and reach out. Maybe you try and find some safe haven, but you're just pulled right back in. Oh, Miguel and Austin just flat out don't like each other. There's that.
Plays a huge, it's almost like the Corleone family. Just when you think you're out, somebody pulls you back in.
Oh my God, oh my God, Bailey took advantage of the setup by Miguel.
The almost inadvertent teamwork that can take place in these triple threat matches.
Watch this one more time. Miguel on the outside here to Ace Austin, the suicide dive. That took out the inevitable one. And then watch this by Bailey. The moonsault to the outside as Miguel was going for offense on Austin.
Great timing, great observation from Speedball, who's had Speedball. Mike Bailey has turned himself into one of the most consistent workhorse performers in all of professional wrestling. Since making his debut here in Impact Wrestling, gaining the chance to wrestle once again after being closed off in Canada for a long, long time.
Thought about a Kimura lock there for a moment, did Trey Miguel after the Northern Lights suplex. Trying to set him up. Oh, wow! Stomped by Austin.
Miguel was looking for that big stomp, but it shows you just how well Ace Austin had things scouted.
Let him know who's renewing. Let him know.
Oh, Ace Austin, he believes he's always had the number of Trey Miguel.
As you see her catching that big stomp, turning it almost into a powerbomb. Miguel onto Bailey.
Now Austin showing off his strength. One of the most powerful X Division athletes Impact has to offer.
Has some of the best conditioning of any wrestler I've ever seen. Does Ace Austin. Takes care of his mind, body, and soul at the highest level, and it shows.
I don't know about his soul. That's pretty bleak.
I don't know about that. He's got everything in line. You don't have friends. You don't talk to him. You don't understand how human beings work. Okay? Leave that part to me, as right now the inevitable one is on a roll.
Triple threat match up here for the X Division title. Austin dumped outside. Now it's left to Bailey and Miguel on the inside. Oh, he won an ultimate weapon early on.
Looking for it, lands on his feet though, impressively.
Oh. Boot right to the face, and now Austin nipping at the heels of Bailey. Oh, and for the big spin kick there, and Miguel, I think he got part of the cutter.
But not only that, sliding from his knees through the ropes to the floor.
Watch this. Other angle at it. Yes, he did connect with the cutter, more of a stunner of sorts. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, no, the ring. Now a cover by Speedball, broken up by Austin. Oh, now Ace Austin into the cover on Miguel's shoulders. Down, tried to steal it, and a kick out.
And the action is fast. It does not stop. Do not blink, folks. Make sure you're watching. If you have to get the replay again after this, because you're going to want to watch this again to catch every bit of action.
Bailey down on the outside. Austin one on the fold. Miguel wants a cover to retain. Oh, man, shades of the recent tag team match. That Miguel came out on top of it.
Laser focus kick there from Austin. Perfectly timed moonsault from Bailey.
And now Miguel after the Speedball by Bailey.
Take a look. The perfect moonsault from Mike Bailey, and immediately followed by that Hurricane Rana all the way to the floor. These athletes putting absolutely everything on the line. This is what the X Division is all about.
The X Division Championship has redefined professional wrestling now for 20 years. We see the next level of evolution tonight at Rebellion. The champion, Trey Miguel, trying to withstand two challengers. Sends Bailey back inside.
But if that series of action doesn't show you exactly what Trey Miguel is willing to do, how much this championship means to him, he will fight through all of this.
There's Austin pestering Miguel. Oh, short range there with a forearm shiver.
Great back and forth action here now. Ace Austin looking to bring Trey Miguel from the higher end district down to earth.
Oh! The flexibility of Miguel. That went for a sunset flip power bomb.
Austin's holding on though. Saw that one coming.
Oh,
whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, and a German by Bailey. He braced off of Miguel. Simply incredible. Oh, what a kick. And now Bailey trying to set up middle of the ring.
And well, look at Trey Miguel looking for that sunset flip. Now he's on top of Ace Austin.
Oh my God.
No!
Oh, double knees into Miguel. Miguel sent into Austin.
Take a look again. Boom! Knees into both competitors there. Why take one when you can get two?
And now Bailey with his new nemesis, Ace Austin. Big kick, and Austin is right in position for Bailey.
Could be looking for ultimate weapon once again. Gets it!
Got it! Knees to the spine. New champion. Oh no, it's broken up by Miguel.
Miguel was not going to let it slip away. As you take a look again here, ultimate weapon to Ace Austin. But it is the champ who's in the right place at the right time to make the save.
Miguel defending his title at any cost. Bailey got to be frustrated, thought he absolutely had it because he absolutely did.
And that's that stiff kick eliminating Miguel from the equation now as he looks to close it out again once more. Ace Austin in a bad place.
Oh! He wanted Austin to think about it. Oh, wait a minute, now Miguel! Miguel, the cover! Oh, now it's Austin! Austin, the cover! Oh, wait a minute, kick out by Miguel!
Got the kick there. Back and forth. Miguel looking to put this one away. Huge brain buster! Center of the ring!
Miguel's not done! Miguel is not done! Spider Trey going to the top turnbuckle!
Could be looking for that Meteora! Got him!
Got it! Cover! Oh, and Austin pulled the referee out of the cover! Miguel would have had Bailey!
By hook or by what's necessary. That's what the X Division Championship means.
There's no disqualifications. Austin trying to capitalize.
And now he's got Trey Miguel lined up. He's got the ace.
The fold! The fold from Austin! Ace Austin is a 3-time X Division champion.
Here is your winner, the new X Division champion, Ace Austin! Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Impact Wrestling main event, a first ever pit fight. Introducing the participants. First, to my left, he hails from Las Vegas, Nevada. He is Kenny King. His opponent to my right, from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Speedball, Mike Bailey. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, referee Daniel Spencer will give the rules.
All right, gentlemen, here's the rules. There are no pinfalls, no disqualification. You must win by submission or knockout. You understand the rules? Do you understand the rules? All right.
Kenny King showing plain disrespect for Speedball and Mike Bailey. These two have been hounding each other for months now. Initially, Ray, while you touched on it, once when Speedball Mike Bailey was the X Division champion, it was Kenny King who believed he'd taken the title from Speedball Mike Bailey. That was overturned. Bailey ultimately walked away with his championship. Ever since, Kenny King has been trying to get at Speedball.
He also, that was the thing. Kenny King said he didn't buy into Mike Bailey's this cool, calm demeanor. He knew there was something more underneath and has been testing and pushing and poking and prodding at Mike Bailey ever since, going so far as to attack some of Mike Bailey's students as they were doing some sparring and training, which is all the more surprising that Speedball, despite all of that, you could see the vitriol in his eyes, still offered the handshake to start this one out.
There's a lot of MMA experience in the background of Kenny King, but especially for Speedball Mike Bailey. He's been training in mixed martial arts, Taekwondo, as you mentioned, since he was a teenager. Potentially has the advantage here, but now able to take Kenny King down to the mat. And Kenny King trying to wrap his legs here around the midsection, trying to slow up Bailey.
I'm gonna have to, if I'm going into my analyst cap here, I would have to imagine you're gonna give the striking advantage to Bailey. All that martial arts, all that Taekwondo we just talked about, that's going to be his go-to. Kenny King might have to play a grapple game here.
Trying to control Kenny King from behind here, and as you just look around this setting, Ray Wald, of course, there are no ropes in this type of situation. Whoa, you see these two approaching the edge.
Again, these are two guys, obviously, who as well are incredibly versed in professional wrestling. That's their primary form of combat, right? So they're used to the ring environment, shooting off the ropes, diving off the ropes, things like that. They got to change their mindset here.
Oh, and now look at this, trying to wind up there. Knee strike right to the ribs and able to take Kenny King down, who rolls off of the ring. Obviously, no countouts, no disqualifications. The only way to win is by knockout or submission.
Kenny King trying to get a breather. A very different game plan, very different mindset than that which you would have at a traditional pro wrestling match. See Mike Bailey with a lot of those open palm strikes.
Kenny King able to take Bailey off his feet. Oh, and kicks him to the floor.
And the King, albeit for a moment, takes his throne.
Oh, and another big kick by Kenny King. Unlike the normal cages or octagons you might see in conventional mixed martial arts, this is a much more, I would say, dangerous environment, considering you have these exposed turnbuckles. You can see the rings there coming off the post. Oh, of course, the steel steps, the barricades. This is extraordinarily dangerous.
And as it stated at the beginning of the matchup, there's still technically no disqualifications. So while we're going to see a lot of fighting, a lot of grappling, they can go on to the outside. They can fight out there and do a lot of damage.
But this is what Mike Bailey wanted. Said, let's strip everything away and let's fight.
He asked for it. Ask and you shall receive, and there you go. There's the grapple game, the ground game of Kenny King coming into play.
Trying to pass the arm here in this triangle. Bailey able to get out of it there.
And again, normally that's a situation where King might want to worry about his shoulders being down, but this is not about that. This is knockout or submission.
Great palm strike right to the chest there. Oh! And face first into the ramp goes Bailey.
That's another thing you wouldn't have to worry about in a normal mixed martial arts situation. The Impact Zone offering a unique environment for this fight.
What a knee strike by Kenny King.
Bailey almost could have collided with those ramp lights, let alone the plating of the steel ramp.
And right now the official is trying to check and see if Speedball Mike Bailey can go, if he is indeed knocked out. Oh, and Mike Bailey went head first into that light. Mike Bailey's in trouble. Kenny King is taken over here in this pit fight. The assault continues from King. This match continues on Access TV. And we are back here on Impact Wrestling on Access TV. This is the first ever pit fight. The only way you win is via knockout or submission. And Speedball Mike Bailey, bloody before the break by Kenny King after a knee to the face that sent Mike Bailey into the lighting rigs along the ramp. And now King responds.
Speedball Mike Bailey wearing the scars already in this matchup, showing the physicality on full display. That's how bitter this has gotten between these two.
Now Kenny King, dragon screw.
Taking this man apart!
You can see there the blood of Speedball Mike Bailey adorning the chest of Kenny King, a sign of the damage already done in this pit fight.
Now Kenny King keeping Mike Bailey close. Went for a scorpion kick. And a Sparta kick there by Bailey, and King hurt to the outside.
This is Impact. Mike Bailey showing much needed signs of life in this one.
And now look at Bailey, blood all over his forehead, wants to fight, wants to keep going here in this pit fight. Now lighting up Kenny King.
JCVD be damned. Say hello to Speedball Mike Bailey.
Now Bailey.
King on the defense here.
Yeah, Bailey just trying to corral Kenny King. The armbar here! Armbar by Bailey!
Beautiful cartwheel over into that as well, avoiding all the defense from King, now trying to snap the arm of Kenny King.
And Kenny King trying to roll over, trying to get his hands together, trying to get some grip so he can maintain control.
Yeah, but here, normally you try to maybe get a cover here, but that doesn't work in this matchup. But that right there will.
Great adaptation by Kenny King, as you mentioned. Very easy to fall in, perhaps, to the conventional rules of a pro wrestling match as we're also used to. This is a pit fight. You only win via knockout or submission. Now look at this.
Hey, right back into an inverse armbar here. Draped over the side of the ring. That's all the weight, all the pressure on the elbow, the shoulder of Kenny King.
A lot of damage done there. Now Bailey climbs back up onto the ring. And goes after the arms. Another dragon screw, and down goes Bailey, hard. And the official checking to see if both men are good to continue.
It's bad enough when you get your leg twisted and then driven into the ring on a dragon screw, let alone all the way to the floor. Going back to a little bit more of the pro wrestling playbook, that huge blockbuster all the way to the floor.
Oh, straight shot to the ribs. Oh, now look at this. Kenny King grabbing a steel chair. Again, there's no disqualifications in a pit fight. These two wanted to get down and dirty. They're going to get it.
You tell a man there's no disqualification, you can't get mad when he takes advantage. I'm sure Mike Bailey was looking for a straight-up striking submission matchup, but this is the environment you got.
Oh! And now Kenny King with the steel chair in the center of the ring.
And that's one way to knock a man out. Drop him on a steel chair.
Oh! Now Bailey, whoa. Is exposed.
Oh,
goes
God!
over the steel post. Bailey just kicked the steel post.
He could have broken toes, a broken foot here, and now being locked in the figure four.
Figure four leg lock, and think about the previous damage to the left leg especially. The speedball Mike Bailey, the series of dragon screws, and then Bailey inadvertently just kicking the steel post.
All that pressure on the ankle. Oh, and somehow Speedball turns it around.
Speedball reversed the pressure for a moment. Now Kenny King reverses it.
Back and forth. They go.
Oh! And still, for a moment, we're holding on to the submission.
But the collapse from the ring and the damage from this matchup separates these two warriors for a moment.
Oh!
Stiff, straight kick there from Mike Bailey.
And now Bailey going up the ramp here. What's he thinking?
Oh, God, he's lining up Kenny King all the way from downtown here.
Oh, my God, now Bailey. Bailey! Oh, drop kick sends King off the ring.
Bailey unloaded that. What in the hell is Mike Bailey thinking here?
Bailey climbing the turnbuckle rings to get to the top of the post. Oh, off the top!
Oh my God, we have got to take a look at this. Look at it one more time. Bailey climbing the ropeless ring post here, and then watch this, a beautiful twisting splash right onto King on the floor.
Total non-stop action here in this pit fight. A first time ever creation. And now Speedball Mike Bailey. Well, could he be thinking about it here, Ray Walt? Go for the ultimate weapon. Oh, no, and a counter by King.
Denied by Kenny King.
Spine buster into the side of the ring.
And all the damage already done to the leg of Mike Bailey. This is a bad place to be.
Big kick by King. And King saying check him. He wants to win via knockout.
And keep in mind, this is no last man standing match. There is no 10 count here. The referee will check the athlete to see if they are out.
Bailey said he could continue. The official says the match continues.
Right, you gotta be wary. If the official says you're out, this one is over.
But has enough damage been done to the left leg of Speedball Mike Bailey for King to get a submission win?
There's no ropes to grab here, no rope break. But wait, Bailey!
Oh! Bailey using the steel chair that King introduced.
And now Bailey unloading on King. He has had enough. He snapped.
Another arm bar, arm bar.
Bending the arm backwards, trying to snap it. Wait, what's he switch to do here? Oh!
Oh, double knees to the chest.
And continuing to pummel Kenny King.
And Bailey is not stopping. The official keeping Bailey at bay to check on King.
Wait to hear from the official if King can continue. He's letting this one go on.
Oh my God. We have never seen this from Bailey.
He's
That's
out.
it.
It's
That's
over.
it. Bailey wins the pit fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, as a result of a knockout, Speedball, Mike Bailey!
Bailey turns to pure blood sport in the first ever pit fight. Speedball beats Kenny King.
And everyone, imagine what's going through the mind of Josh Alexander. He came out here tonight, he wanted Bully Ray. We heard the offer that he made to Bully Ray, that Bully Ray declined. Now, he's a man of his word. That's who Josh Alexander has always been. It's an open challenge for the Impact World title. How in the world does Alexander pivot from Bully Ray now to Bailey?
Well, I mean, Josh Alexander is one of the best professional wrestlers on the planet for a reason. It is that ability to pivot. And yes, Josh Alexander is a man of his word. He's an honorable competitor. Nobody can ever take that away from him. But I have to question if this is a smart idea considering the mental state of the champion. We know, I mean, it's only been a few weeks since Overdrive, that horrible, horrible event involving his own family, his own wife. And where is the head of Josh Alexander? It's not here for a good old throwdown wrestling match, I don't think. It's still focused on Bully Ray.
Collision there. Josh Alexander telling Bailey to bring it, and these two meeting each other. You can see Alexander favoring the left shoulder. That was something that was targeted at Overdrive in the Impact World title match between Frankie Kazarian and Josh Alexander. Granted, that was 3 weeks ago, but it was said even by Bully Ray that Alexander was taking time away for the, quote, trauma that he endured, the emotional trauma, obviously, but physically, there might be some things lingering for Alexander.
Oh, absolutely no doubt that there is. And to take on not just any competitor either, Speedball Mike Bailey, who went on one of the most intense runs as X Division champion this past year, having some of the best matches in Impact Wrestling all year long. This is going to be no small hill for the walking weapon to climb in defending his championship.
Alexander going to enjoy the size and power advantage here for Bailey. So quick, so nimble, a very gifted striker as well. Oh, but a knee right to the midsection, and you can see the emotion that is being harbored right now in Josh Alexander. He is fighting, thinking about his family. He's thinking about Bully Ray every time he lays into Mike Bailey.
Which, look, hatred, anger is a hell of a motivator, and it can turn that intensity up, but it is also very distracting. And that distracted is not something you want to be when you're in the ring with someone like Speedball Mike Bailey.
Elbow right to the back of the neck. Alexander trying to focus, put out an open challenge for the Impact World Championship. That was answered by Speedball.
Look, Tom, I don't want to dig up ancient history here, but need I, tell you, or remind you, should I say, about earlier this year, the emotional state of Josh Alexander with Moose and everything involved in that situation, letting his emotions get the better of him. Will we see history repeat itself here tonight in the Impact Zone?
And look at all these kicks here from Bailey, and down goes Alexander to the outside of the ring. Title can only change hands via pinfall or submission in the ring. Bailey over the top and drops the world champion. The Impact World title is on the line. Bailey versus an emotional Josh Alexander. This match continues. I want to thank you for joining us here for our continued coverage of this matchup. Matt Raywalt, this is pretty surprising that we're even seeing the Impact World Championship defended here on Access TV, thus our continuing coverage here on Impact Wrestling's social and digital platforms.
I mean, we weren't even necessarily expecting to see a match out of Josh Alexander tonight. We knew he was in the building. But got permission to issue this open challenge from Impact Management, thinking, he would get an early shot at Bully Ray. Instead, it was Speedball Mike Bailey, and this, I mean, a pleasant surprise to be sure, but definitely unexpected.
I'm being told we are going to stay with this matchup during the commercial breaks and bring you this extended coverage on Impact Wrestling's social and digital media platforms. There's a cover for the title and a kick out. As I mentioned moments ago, the title cannot change hands via countout or disqualification. It must change hands via pinfall or submission in the ring.
Well, these two have worked their way back into the ring. And this one could end at any moment here. We know how good Mike Bailey is, especially when he can get an advantage working on that arm that like we said, had been worked on back at Overdrive just a few weeks ago.
Now Frankie Kazarian was targeting that shoulder to set up for his patented submission, the chicken wing. And now it's Mike Bailey trying to capitalize on the damage from 3 weeks ago and targets the left shoulder.
And there's that striking ability as well coming out of Speedball.
Now Bailey trying to get the champion back up to his feet here. Chance of Speedball in Louisville. Snap suplex there by Bailey. Now into the cover. Shoulders down here and a kick out at 2.
On a really small thing there, the way Mike Bailey put both hands pressing onto that left shoulder, making it even hard to put that bruised up, that worked on shoulder, Josh Alexander, forcing him to kick out with that one.
Alexander diving for the ankle. Oh, now knees right to the ribs. Alexander trying to control Bailey, and the Impact World Champion kicks out.
This time the knees pressing into the chest and shoulder. Speedball here in firm control of the walking weapon.
Now Bailey, not his usual ambush, that pedal to the metal sort of speed that we see from him, taking his time here.
He knows the opponent he's in there with. He knows that's not going to work. This isn't an X Division match, if you will. Even though we know Josh Alexander's history in the X Division, this is a different situation.
Cover to win the title, kick out by Alexander.
Not only that, it is the Impact World Championship on the line. You've got to, this is going to be more of a chess match than anything. Pick your moves very, very carefully, especially when your opponent is the caliber of the walking weapon.
Now Bailey trying to control the world champion. Has got the walking weapon down on the mat right now. Has got to utilize this valuable time. Now look at this fighting up from underneath and a kick to the leg there. Perhaps Alexander trying to use the same strategy as the late legend Antonio Inoki there. Now gets back up to his feet, knee to the ribs.
Strike wherever you can, but right now, dropping the hips there is Josh Alexander not letting Speedball get the leverage he needed for that slam.
Looking for the suplex here, but look at the power of Alexander.
And just stalling there, blood rushing to the head of Speedball. Good recovery here from Josh Alexander.
Stalling suplex here by Josh Alexander, taking some life into his legs here as all the blood is rushing to the head of Mike Bailey. This Impact World title match will continue on Access TV. And we are back here at Impact Wrestling on Access TV. The Impact World title is on the line. Speedball Mike Bailey against the champion Josh Alexander. Knees to the midsection to win the title, and a kick out by Alexander.
And this one is delivering on every level, Tom. I mean, during the break, Josh Alexander had Speedball Mike Bailey up in a vertical suplex for 30, 40 seconds. I mean, these guys are putting in the effort and leaving nothing at the door.
Yeah, considering the gravity of this matchup, Executive Vice President Scott D'Amore pulling out all the stops to cover this Impact World Championship match. Down goes Bailey. Alexander desperately needed that opening, Ray Walt, here, because through the break, it was all Bailey.
Absolutely, Bailey in firm control. But then it was Josh Alexander who came out of that with that beautiful vertical stalling suplex, and now the walking weapon back in control. You see dropping the knee pad there, giving a little extra damage to the back, to the spine of Mike Bailey.
Mike Bailey tied up here, center of the ring. The new year is coming quickly, and Access TV has you covered with an all-day New Year's concert extravaganza. Tune in on New Year's Eve to watch all of our best concerts, including Def Leppard, Kid Rock, Kiss, and Motley Crue. It all begins New Year's Eve at noon Eastern here on Access TV.
Mike Bailey here managing to get up to his feet. Ooh.
Oh!
And Josh Alexander seemingly just instead of targeting one body part like Bailey was earlier, is targeting every body part. Stretching the arms and shoulders, the spine of Mike Bailey, now the knees, the legs, breaking him apart from every single angle.
Well, that's the thing about Mike Bailey. You and I have called plenty of his matchups. Even if you take away one body part, and my mind goes back to his matchup with Trey Miguel surrounding the X Division Championship. Even if you take away one leg, he's very adept at fighting off of one leg, fighting with one arm even. Bailey can do so much.
That's right, he's a threat. No pun intended here. Actually, yes, it was. Bailey's a walking weapon in and of himself.
Backbreaker to retain the title, and a kick out, a bridge out there by Bailey.
All the martial arts background of Bailey, allowing him to be a weapon with any single digit, joint, any part of his body, but we also know the ferocity, the tenacity of the walking weapon, and seeing it in full display here.
And remember how this began. Initially, it was Josh Alexander issuing an open challenge for his Impact World Championship, aiming to have Bully Ray take the challenge. And Alexander even said here in the Impact Zone, Bully Ray can have his title shot here tonight. There's nothing to lose. He would still get his call your shot opportunity at the Hard to Kill pay-per-view.
I mean, I couldn't believe that. Surely, when I saw Josh Alexander Red, I heard him calling out Bully Ray. I figured he would ask for that shot to be here tonight. I can't believe that Bully Ray passed up a golden opportunity like that.
Single leg drop kick there by Mike Bailey. Instead, it was Speedball who accepted the open challenge. Bully Ray passing on this is going to take his title shot, his call your shot opportunity when he has called for it. That'll be on Friday the 13th of January, the 4th annual Hard to Kill pay-per-view. Live as well on Fight TV. And Saturday, January 14th, will be all the fallout from Hard to Kill. Tickets are on sale now for both those events in Atlanta, Georgia at ImpactWrestling.com.
And Tom, I don't want to get ahead of myself and over-speculate here as Speedball looks to take off.
Cover! Do we have a new world champion and a kick out?
But I suppose, in theory, should Speedball Mike Bailey walk out of this matchup as world champion, I would assume Bully Ray would face Mike Bailey at Hard to Kill.
I think you would be right, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. This matchup,
absolutely.
This matchup still has to take place. Bailey versus Alexander for the Impact World title. I went for a big kick to the head. That could have been catastrophic. And a German suplex. And we're brought right back to what Kazarian withstood from Alexander in overdrive.
And Bailey, he remembers that as well, holding onto the ropes here. Whoa, oh my God.
The intensity of Alexander. Cover to retain and a kick out, trapping the arms off the German.
Mike Bailey, nothing to protect himself there. All shoulders, head, neck, and still able to kick out and stay in this world title matchup.
Josh Alexander is so emotional, so intense. The tenacity is pouring out of the Impact World Champion tonight. There's a little extra aggression from him, Raywall, considering how Bully Ray's in his head.
Very, very much. And luckily for Josh Alexander, he's been able to focus that on Speedball Mike Bailey, not get too distracted in this contest.
Going for the C4 spike, maybe. Whoa. Bailey be able to find a way out. The ankle lock.
Great turnaround from Josh Alexander and looking immediately to go to another German suplex.
The damaged left shoulder of Alexander.
Great turnaround from Speedball there. Again, targeting that shoulder, that arm. That makes the ankle lock and C4 spike a lot harder, but Alexander ever defiant.
Kick to the side of the face, up on the shoulders, and again, Bailey goes after the left shoulder. It's almost a version of the octopus, Ray Walt.
But bringing Josh Alexander all the way down to the ground here. Now doubled over, harder to breathe as well, in addition to the pain on the arm.
The neck of Bailey rammed into the top turnbuckle. Alexander still can't get Speedball off his back, off his shoulder.
Bailey, look at that, cranking down on the arm, on the elbow, trying to take that weapon away from the walking weapon.
Imagine if the lingering injury from the Overdrive matchup against Kazarian ultimately cost Josh Alexander his Impact World title in an open challenge match.
Just fully exasperated.
Oh.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, the reverse Rana.
Devastating to that previously surgically repaired neck of Josh Alexander.
Cover to win the title.
Oh.
Kick out. The Impact World Championship is on the line. Alexander's defense against Bayley continues. Our coverage continues of what has already been a fantastic match between Mike Bailey and Josh Alexander for the Impact World Championship, and Ray Walt were moments removed from that poison Rana of Bailey moments ago.
And you know, it was earlier I was talking about Josh Alexander breaking down every part of Mike Bailey, arms, legs, back, whatever. But now it is Bailey who was laser focused on that arm, now turning his attention to the neck, the weakened neck of Josh Alexander. This is just a knockdown, drag out fight between two championship level competitors.
Forearm smashes there by Bailey to Alexander against the ropes. The champion down, and a great opportunity once again for Speedball.
And look at Speedball here. Wanting to look Josh Alexander in the eye almost as he takes the fight to the champ.
And you could see Alexander try to block there with his left arm, but in the process, the contact went into that damaged left shoulder.
Either way that was good for Mike Bailey. Either you smack the guy in the face or you hit that injured arm. That was pure instinct from Josh Alexander, clearly.
Look at Bailey just stalking Alexander.
And we find ourselves, again, in a familiar situation, just like earlier on in this matchup. Josh Alexander fighting from the ground, trying to fend off Mike Bailey.
You can hear the gasping from Josh Alexander, those knees right to the ribs there moments ago. And now look at Bailey isolating the left arm and a knee to the elbow.
And I mean, you have to wonder,
wait a minute.
And look at this, the way Josh Alexander trying to tie up the leg of Mike Bailey with his own legs, avoiding the use of his left arm there, which is in agony right now.
Alexander was trying to wriggle free, and now it's Speedball Mike Bailey. I talked about it early on in this matchup, the aggression of Alexander, obviously for emotional reasons, brought on by Bully Ray. Now Speedball's starting to get a little bit nastier in this match.
Hey, he knows what's on the line, and as that arm and the rest of Josh Alexander gets more and more broken down, championship gold gets closer and closer to his grasp.
Oh, wait a minute. Tied up both arms.
And Josh Alexander in the center of the ring, no arms to help him crawl to the ropes. The damage done to that left shoulder already intense.
Alexander has got his right arm free, is trying to get to the ropes here. Oh, no, and a cross armbar.
And again, Alexander using his legs to try to counteract everything from Bailey here.
Well, cover, shoulders down. Bailey's got to be careful here.
Managing to pivot to one shoulder. The strength of Alexander, though.
Oh, my God. Bailey looked like he had Alexander in a triangle there, and the pure raw strength of Alexander, he just dragged Bailey to the corner and then dragged Bailey's face across the bottom of the turnbuckle.
Yeah, almost like a version of the slingshot there into the buckle, and that sure as hell is one way to break a hold.
Shots right to the neck once again here by Alexander.
And you can start to see some of the exhaustion setting in for both competitors here.
Alexander, yeah, he's trying to pop his left shoulder back into place, I think.
They have absolutely destroyed each other so far.
This match is heading back to Access TV. And we are back here on Impact Wrestling on Access TV. This war continues for the Impact World Championship. An open challenge answered not by Bully Ray, but by Speedball Mike Bailey. And you can see the wear and tear on the face of Josh Alexander.
Yeah.
The champion has had a fight on his hands.
You see the nose. I mean, it doesn't look too bad right now, but obviously he's been impacted. A little bit of blood trickling out of the nose of the champion. And you see the pain radiating off the left arm of Josh Alexander.
Well, was trying to set up for the C4 spike there, Ray Walt, but couldn't exactly get Bailey up due to the damage that Bailey has caused in his left shoulder.
And that's exactly what Mike Bailey was aiming to do as he worked on that shoulder, as he worked on that arm. Eliminate the C4 spike. Eliminate the ankle lock.
Goes back to the left arm, and now look at Bailey go. Kick right to the ribs, and I think made contact with the arm again as well. Off the ropes. Oh, caught out of midair with a forearm shiver.
And that was with the right arm, the good arm of Josh Alexander. Use what you got left during the break. We also saw Josh Alexander. Oh, wait.
Hold on. Once again, went for the C4 spike. It's turned around by Bailey. Shoulders down. No. Now Alexander recovered. Bailey able to kick out. Speedball with a big kick.
Big rally here from Speedball. Oh, manages to land on his feet. Huge.
Went for the knees. Oh, and instead a barefoot kick right to the face. Oh!
There's
Got
those
all the
educated
rotation
feet.
there.
Oh, you got this. Could be looking for that ultimate weapon. Can he get it? No!
Oh, Alexander able to duck out of the way. And caught. Oh, what a backbreaker!
And now can he hit it? Can he hit it?
Oh, went for the C4 spike, but again, the damaged left arm. Enough has been done that it prevented Alexander from hitting it, but I think Bailey's hurt.
I mean, at this point in this matchup, both men are undoubtedly hurt. They are absolutely just melting down with pain, but this is what tests the mettle of pro wrestlers. This is what professional wrestling is all about, and these are two of the best in the middle of the ring right now, fighting through every inch of pain in their bodies.
Bailey reaching out there to his right hand. Now once again going for the C4 spike, but Bailey has had an answer every single time. Alexander and Bailey to the outside.
What a crash.
Watch this one more time. Again went for the C4 spike. Bailey doing enough with his body weight to make it difficult for Alexander, and the two tumble to the floor.
I mean, how many times now has Alexander attempted to go for that C4 spike only to have it either counter or that arm just give out? He's gonna have to find some life or find an alternative method to put this match away.
Count of 5 from the official. Both men up to the count of 10 to get back into the ring. Title cannot change hands via count-out or disqualification. Bailey ducks inside. Alexander amongst the ropes. That breaks up the 10 count. And let's not forget the significance of this match for Mike Bailey. He said last week he still has his eyes on gold here in Impact after losing the X Division Championship.
He's clearly laser focused. He has been on his absolute A game in this matchup so far, taking it to the world champion. And I mean, we got to take a look at this one more time. The moonsault all the way to the outside, leveling the walking weapon. Absolute beautiful athleticism from the challenger.
And now Bailey is going back to the turnbuckles. A man who debuted at the Hard to Kill pay-per-view earlier this year, was unable to compete in the United States for 5 long years, finally getting his chance here in the States in Impact Wrestling. He, in fact, signed his contract that was offered by Scott D'Amore on the back of Josh Alexander at an event where the two had a fantastic match. For it to come full circle like this is what Bailey's been driving at for years.
And I mean, it's hard to argue two wrestlers who have had a better 2022 than Speedball Mike Bailey and Josh Alexander. So how appropriate towards the end of this year, we see this incredible contest between two of the best Impact Wrestling has.
What a scene here at Old Foresters Paris Town Hall in Louisville, Kentucky. Josh Alexander defending his Impact World Championship in an open challenge that was answered not by Bully Ray, but instead by Speedball Mike Bailey.
And what a matchup it has been. I mean, Josh Alexander took some time away, obviously, to deal with the emotional trauma, but also the physical ramifications of Overdrive, but now feeling even more as,
The ankle lock here by Alexander on Bailey.
managing to fight through the pain in his arm to lock in the ankle lock.
Now utilizing the headgear there to control Alexander for a moment, but shut down by the standard of Impact Wrestling.
I mean, at this point in the matchup, again, take any advantage you can get.
And you can already see how much these two are willing to put into this matchup. Some of the frustration, some of the pain all over the face of Josh Alexander as he defends his title against Mike Bailey tonight here on Impact Wrestling.
Well, I mean, we know the gas tank of the Impact World Champion who kind of made his name in the X Division. Let us forget that incredible Iron Man match with TJP that kind of put Josh Alexander on the map. Meanwhile, Mike Bailey, who I've seen all across this country and around the world compete in similar style of matchups, now getting a chance to do it on the main stage here, the main event here of Impact Wrestling.
And look at Alexander and Bailey go. All this for the Impact World Championship. Kick to the face by Bailey. Oh my God, and got enough of that kick, and down goes Alexander.
And Alexander there was revving up, looking to take the head off of Bailey, who cut him off at the pass with that kick. My God. Now look where Josh Alexander is, on the apron there.
Went for another pump strike, pump kick. Now, oh my God, look at this, Alexander. The damage to the left arm. Dumping Bailey on the hardest part of the ring.
Alexander fighting through the pain in his left arm to grab Bailey and slam him down, bouncing off the apron.
Heavy impact. The World Championship is at stake. Alexander versus Bailey rolls on. The action continues here. Both Alexander and Bailey outside the ring in this Impact World title match. And it was moments ago you saw how Bailey was just driven into the apron. Alexander's left shoulder, his left arm was giving out. So Alexander got creative and just dumped Bailey on the apron.
And Bailey now just barely starting to stir here. It's just been almost lifeless ever since that slam on the apron.
Now Alexander rolls inside the ring. That'll reset the 10 count. And you can see the champion wanting to make an example of Bailey and wants to prove a point here.
And I was just gonna say, oh God! I know so many other athletes, and I don't care what anybody says. I wouldn't blame him. At this point in this brutal of a matchup, he easily could have rolled in and taken that count-out victory, retained his championship, looked ahead to Bully Ray. But Josh Alexander is a pure competitor, and like you said, wants to prove a point to the world and to Mike Bailey on what kind of champion he is.
Look at this bevy of strikes. Alexander once again using the apron.
Almost like a standing brain buster right on the apron.
There's a cutter, shoulders down, and a kick out. This world title match continues.
And you saw that Bailey's almost self-defense mechanism after that brain buster was just to try to roll away, avoid a cover. Not sure what he had left, but managing to stay in this one.
Now Bailey back up to his feet now and driven down hard once again by Josh Alexander.
And Tom, I want to point out a little really small thing here. You saw the way normally in a situation like that, Alexander might Irish whip, grab him by the arm and throw him into the ropes. He did not want to use his left arm to do so, so he merely got behind Bailey and shoved him to the ropes to do what he wanted to do. That shows the wear and tear that is absolutely just obliterating the arm of Josh Alexander at this point in the matchup.
Valuable moments here for Josh Alexander to get his win back, so to speak, and now is tying up the left arm of Mike Bailey.
Ooh, not on the left, but now the right arm as well. The hand, the fingers, small joint manipulation here. Oh!
There was a point earlier on in the matchup where you could hear some screams of pain from Mike Bailey in particular. He was grabbing at that right hand. Any opening that Josh Alexander or Bailey can get, they're going to take it here in this Impact World title match.
See, though, trying to break free one finger at a time is Speedball. And manages to wiggle free of the walking weapon.
Kicks to the hamstring here. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, look at the raw power, the muscle from Josh Alexander.
An absolutely explosive body slam, but then immediately you see the way Josh Alexander crumbled back down to the floor. The power of those kicks from Bailey clearly setting in.
At this point in the match, everything hurts for both men.
You could just feel the exhaustion, the pain radiating off of both these competitors.
Now Alexander whipping Bailey across the ring. Still feeling some pain in the left shoulder. A big forearm shot there. We're heading back to Access TV as this world title match rolls on. Oh, we're back here on Impact Wrestling on Access TV. This matchup for the Impact World Championship continues, and Ray Walt, these two have been battling for well over 30 minutes at this point.
And it's such a strange thing because part of this, you can tell, you look at the pain, the agony on their faces radiating from their bodies, but at the same time, the level at which they are competing is absolutely unreal. This deep into the matchup.
Bailey in the black and gold, Alexander in the two-tone blue and red. And Bailey continues to go after the injured left shoulder of Josh Alexander. Now Bailey going to the top turnbuckle to meet Alexander.
Looking for her and Rana here. No, 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 no.
Oh my God.
No way. Is Alexander looking? Ooh.
Oh.
Might have been looking for a Styles clash off the second rope there.
Oh! Kick to the side of the head by Bailey. Alexander in a very dangerous part of the ring.
You see Alexander almost just slump over. Might have been half out on his
wait a minute,
feet
wait a
there.
minute. Wait a minute. Bailey looked like for a second there, Ray Walt, he's trying to set up for the flamingo driver, which we've seen him use.
That's right, we've seen him finish matches with that. That could have led him to the championship, but now Alexander.
Oh! Sending Bailey for a ride to retain the Impact World title and a shoulder up, but Alexander goes to the ankle.
Immediately rolling into the ankle lock right after that almost UFO-like slam. And now, fighting through the pain, the walking weapon snatching the ankle of Speedball Mike Bailey.
Now Bailey, hold on, shoulders down on the champion, kick out by Alexander. Alexander rushes in. Bailey keeps him at bay. Is it time? Ultimate weapon!
He got him! This could be it for the championship, but look at the pain. Mike Bailey grabbing at his left knee.
Watch this one more time. The kick here in the corner, set up for it. Tried to go for this earlier on in the matchup. Finally got the ultimate weapon.
but the collective damage that both these men have absorbed at this point in the matchup, preventing Bailey specifically from capitalizing. He could have won the title there potentially.
And this is where Josh Alexander, we saw some of those gnarly strikes and attacks to the leg of Mike Bailey earlier on, paying dividends big time in that situation right there.
Alexander's title reign continues. He's been champion for 229 days, the second longest Impact World title reign of all time.
Josh Alexander putting himself in the hallway of history here in Impact Wrestling. And I mean, with this performance, both Speedball, Mike Bailey, and Josh Alexander are adding their names to some of the best matchups we've ever had here in the Impact Zone. This has been incredible.
Damage to the left knee here of Bailey, his plant leg. That's something to keep an eye on. That can be even more deadly than an injury to your striking leg. If you can't get any base, any power behind those strikes, it can be extremely difficult down the stretch. And again, goes for this kick as Raywalt. These two have now been competing for over 35 minutes.
And you see Bailey there, I mean, clearly willing to fight through the pain to plant his leg and kick the champion. That's how much walking out of the Impact Zone with World Championship gold means to Speedball.
Oh, kick to the chest. And now Bailey with the double knees, but again, the injury to the left knee of Bailey coming into play.
I mean, part of it's got to be instinct, part of it's got to be just what he's willing to do to win the gold.
For the big strike to the head. Alexander ducking these. How many can he duck? Not enough of them.
Bailey able to wait out the champ.
Oh! Strike to the left arm, the damaged left arm and shoulder of Alexander. Oh my God.
And look at the way the champ is reeling. Josh Alexander is really feeling the effects. I mean, both guys are, zero doubt about that.
Oh. Alexander once again going for that cavalcade of strikes. Oh, look at the German suplex.
The strength, the grit of the world champion. Just heaving Speedball Mike Bailey into the air. That's two.
High on the neck, high on the shoulders.
And we know the pain in the arm of Josh Alexander right now as well, but he's still fighting through to level this damage onto Mike Bailey.
And now look at Bailey doing anything. He was trying to reach for the ropes, but there's nowhere to go. Caught in the clutches of the walking weapon.
And that's also the exhaustion of this. Ooh, using the head, just pummeling that headgear into the spine of Mike Bailey. My count is correct. I believe that was number 5 in a string of German suplexes.
And Bailey trying to make sure they stop, and there's number 6.
Bailey slowly fading here, trying to fight off the walking weapon, but to no avail as this train keeps on rolling.
I just cannot believe how long these two have been fighting for what began as an open challenge. Alexander wanted to defend his title tonight against Bully Ray after the events of Overdrive, but instead it was Bailey who responded. Bully Ray not here tonight. And look at the classic that is played out in front of us. Oh my God. Oh, went for the knees. The damage to the knees. Oh, Alexander to the spine with a crossbody.
And that's what makes Alexander the champion that he is. Saw the opening that Speedball gave him after missing that moonsault with the knees and took it. But now, both guys laid out here on the floor. The count is beginning. All right, well, the referee out here obviously checking on both competitors. First and foremost, their health and safety obviously is foremost.
These two have been wrestling for close to 40 minutes, so you can understand the official being out here. He's trying to get the two of them in the ring, trying to get a decision, obviously, in this matchup for the Impact World Championship.
Of course. But these two, the fight is just spilling everywhere.
Listen, Josh Alexander, he had the support of Scott D'Amore to be out here tonight, to put out the challenge that he did to Bully Ray, to put out an open challenge so you can understand the official and Impact Wrestling allowing this match to continue. The official trying to get Alexander and Bailey to get back into the ring.
But clearly, the walking weapon has other designs here at the top of the ramp.
Oh my God.
Look at you, there's no way.
Oh my God, oh my God, going for a C4 spike up on the stage. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my God, wait,
No way,
Bailey.
no way!
Oh, Bailey with the knees to the ribs. The Impact World Champion Josh Alexander is in trouble. Bailey with a damaged knee. This matchup somehow continues. We are continuing our coverage here. This match has spilled out onto the stage. The official is all over Alexander and Bailey. He has been for the last few moments, trying to get them back into the ring. He had abstained from applying his normal 10 count because of the mounting injuries between Alexander and Bailey. These two have to get back into the ring.
But how much damage has been done out here? Oh, God.
Bailey couldn't even stand up. Both these men are trying to answer the 10 count from the official.
You're just simply trying to walk back to the ring is proving an arduous chore.
Count of 7. Count of 8. Alexander trying to prevent Bailey. And both men get into the ropes and beat the 10 count.
Just barely, and for a moment, just a moment there, maybe it, looked like Josh Alexander, to put this one away, might have taken the 10 count. That's how much this has affected the walking weapon. That's how much he's put into this. That's how much exhaustion, pain he's feeling.
Knowing Josh Alexander, I don't know if he was prepared to accept the 10 count. I think he was trying to slingshot his own body into the ring using the gear of Bailey because he knew his own limbs weren't going to get him there in time.
That's absolutely possible.
It's like trying to beat your brother in a foot race so you pull him backwards so that you can go forwards.
Sure, absolutely. Do whatever you can to stay in, to hang on. In a matchup that has pushed both these guys' bodies to the absolute limit so far.
It's been absolutely incredible. Over 41 minutes that these two have been wrestling.
And what's it gonna take after everything that's already been dropped in this matchup? What is it gonna be? I can only imagine what that finishing blow is gonna be at the end of all of this.
Alexander just trying to calm things down, trying to slow things down after what happened on the stage moments ago. Obviously, this match is, to a degree, gotten out of control.
But somehow, some way, these guys are staying in it. This is how much the Impact World Championship means to both competitors.
Oh, and look at this. He's grabbing at the toes of Bailey. The exposed feet of Bailey, an issue here for Speedball.
And we saw earlier Josh Alexander, the small joint manipulation on the hands, the fingers. Now the toes are no different.
Oh, my God. And a huge strike there by Alexander.
Bailey there was looking to work on the arms some more. Josh Alexander relying on the strength advantage he has in this one, the power, just leveling Bailey with his right, his good arm. And just look at the sweat dripping off of Josh Alexander. A little totem of just how long this matchup is going on, the work, the effort that both these guys have put in so far.
Shots back and forth by Alexander and Bailey. Bailey not backing down. And both men back up to their feet. Where are they getting this from? And more strikes to the damaged left shoulder.
A slugfest here between two incredible wrestlers.
Elbow right to the jaw. Bailey caught amongst the ropes.
Leveled on the apron there, courtesy of the walking weapon.
Bailey on the outside of the ropes, the Impact World Championship at stake. Alexander defending. We're heading back to Access TV for more. This matchup has been a classic. The Impact World Championship on the line. Josh Alexander defending against Speedball Mike Bailey. A matchup that is approaching nearly 45 minutes in length.
And now, in the high-rent district here, dangerous territory. Speedball fighting for his championship life here.
Oh, the left shoulder. Bailey going after the left shoulder with a double wrist lock there. Oh,
and that's it.
headbutt straight to the face.
That's the arm that Bailey's been targeting this whole time.
Wait a minute. The ankle lock. Bailey on the top rope.
What a counter by Josh Alexander.
Alexander with the Olympic slam. Alexander into the cover, shoulders down, and a kick out by the challenger. Now, we do want to let you know that our anticipated and scheduled main event for later on tonight, Eddie Edwards versus Delirious, that match has been moved to next week due to the time of this current matchup between Josh Alexander and Mike Bailey nearing its 1 hour time limit. We are going to stay with this matchup until a decision is reached here on Access TV, and we do want to let you know that immediately following Impact, it's New Japan Pro Wrestling, and we will show you in its entirety FTR's defense of the IWGP World Tag Team titles against Great-O-Khan and Jeff Cobb. Alexander missing on the moonsault.
My God. I mean, you talk about the hour time limit. That's something, especially us as wrestlers, having been in this business, we know about it. It's talked about in many promotions across the world. Rarely is it ever needed to be enforced or used or even addressed, because the matches usually don't go this far. This is how much these guys are willing to put in. This is how much hard work, effort, dedication both wrestlers have to becoming or retaining the World Championship.
And think about how Josh Alexander's night began. He came here this evening trying to get Bully Ray in the ring. Oh, the Olympic slam off the top to hold on to the world title. Kick out by Bailey. Again, Ray, well, I have to come back to it. We didn't expect Josh Alexander to be back here in Impact Wrestling for a number of weeks after what happened at Overdrive. Last week, Bully Ray said we wouldn't see him till Hard to Kill. Then the news broke Alexander would be here live in the Impact Zone. Alexander got the blessing of Scott D'Amore to come out here and do what he thought was getting Bully Ray out to challenge for the Impact World Championship in an open challenge. Bully Ray not here. Bully Ray is going to get his shot with his Call Your Shot opportunity at the Hard to Kill pay-per-view for the Impact World title. Instead, Speedball Mike Bailey comes out here. Is there any part of Josh Alexander that ever expected to be out here defending his title against Bailey for nearly 50 minutes?
I can't imagine that it was on the mind of the walk-in weapon. He came out here with one solitary focus, laser focused on dealing with Bully Ray. But Bully Ray's loss is our gain for this absolutely incredible championship matchup.
And you can see Alexander trying to get Bailey upright so he can inflict more damage. This match now 48 minutes in length.
I mean, not just the damage to the arm and trying to pick up another human being, as you see there from Josh Alexander, but just the exhaustion of approaching 50 minutes of in-ring action.
Alexander trying to get Bailey up.
I mean, and Tom, I can tell you, I've wrestled 20 minutes. I've wrestled nearly 30 minutes in matches before. I've never approached an hour. That's one thing I never came across in my career. But based on what I have, oh my God, I can only imagine what these two are going through right now.
And a reminder, thanks to our partners at Access TV, if needed, we'll continue with this Impact World title match past the top of the hour. Just a reminder to all our viewers on Access TV, immediately following Impact Wrestling, it'll be New Japan Pro Wrestling, FTR defending the IWGP World Tag Team titles against Great Khan and Jeff Cobb. That will be following this. Down goes Alexander.
Could it be? And you just see the way Alexander indeed did get the shoulder up, but it was not with the gusto it was 45 minutes ago, 50 minutes ago. As you see the frustration, the agony on Mike Bailey's face, who's wondering just what he has to do to put Josh Alexander away.
Speedball told our broadcast partner, Gia Miller, last week that I'm here to win gold in Impact Wrestling, a former X Division champion. He saw a magnificent opportunity tonight with Bully Ray not being in attendance.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are 10 minutes left in the time limit.
Oh my God.
Well, there you hear it officially. We are approaching that hour mark, that hour time limit. Whoa,
Wait a minute. Alexander trying to end it here after 50 minutes. The ankle lock.
He's got it tied in, fighting through the pain in his left arm, rolling through, trying to not let Bailey counter this. Not again.
All right, look at this. Repeated kicks to the side of the head. Alexander holding on to the ankle. The ankle lock.
Rolling through, not letting go. Bailey knows this could be the end. He's desperate to get out of this ankle lock.
And now Bailey trying to get to the bottom rope, trying to get away from Josh Alexander.
Reaching, crawling.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, the pile driver to retain. Bailey won't die.
And once again, right back into that ankle lock. You saw it was Bailey trying to press up almost into a handstand, relieve some of the extension, the pressure on the ankle lock, but that only allowed Josh Alexander to hit that pile driver. And now here we are, right back to square one for Mike Bailey.
Bailey caught in the clutches of the walking weapon. Can he get to the bottom rope and break up this submission attempt?
He's crawling, grasping, desperate for that rope, but look at Josh Alexander just leveling these kicks to the arm.
And now look at this, kicks to the damaged left shoulder of Alexander.
Finally breaks free. Oh, and once got not stopping.
Oh! Attacking the left leg. This has withstood a ton of punishment throughout this matchup. And again to the ankle lock.
Oh, right back to it.
In the leg.
Falls in and you hear the screams of agony from Mike Bailey, locked in the center of the ring. Championship on the line.
And Bailey, is he gonna tap? Is he gonna submit to the world champion?
You see Josh Alexander just wrenching on that left ankle. Look at Speedball. Any little bit of life he has left, using it to crawl.
Oh, is Bailey gonna tap? Is Bailey gonna tap?
Alexander leaning back. Look at him just wrenching, twisting. The hand going up, going down, but not tapping the mat. Not yet for Speedball.
All right, Bailey desperately trying to get to the bottom rope. He has to.
His only escape, and he's there. He's there after what felt like an eternity. And now, if you're Josh Alexander, you see just how much Mike Bailey is willing to do, how much pain and agony he's willing to go through. You're back to the drawing board on what you've got to do to end this.
How much does Bailey have left after that exchange? How much does Josh Alexander have left? An instant classic here for the Impact World Championship that we didn't even think we would see.
Forgive me, Tom, I find it a little funny. You're calling it an instant classic for a matchup that's approaching an hour. The exact opposite of an instant. This thing has been a marathon, but a marathon of incredible action here. Whoever wins this absolutely deserves everything that they will leave with here tonight.
And don't forget, immediately following Impact Wrestling, it's New Japan Pro Wrestling. We will show you the entirety of FTR's IWGP Tag Team title defense against Great O'Khan and Jeff Cobb.
And that decision could be coming sooner than we think as Alexander here climbing to the second rope.
Oh! And that was a nasty fall for Bailey.
He managed to wiggle free there, but crashed right onto that leg, that injured leg that's been worked on all match long.
And I look at Bailey trying to drag himself.
Hopping up with one leg there, immediately swatted down by the world champion.
And Bailey knows he's got Alexander in a prone situation here, in a vulnerable situation on the top
55
turnbuckle.
minutes are gone, 5 minutes remain.
Oh my God, 5 minutes left here in this Impact World title match.
And with that announcement going over the loudspeakers here, over the microphone, you know it's just gonna turn up the intensity to both these guys. Whatever they have left in their gas tank, it's all gotta come out now.
Alexander, I don't think he can believe his eyes. Every single time he thinks he has Bailey down, Speedball gets back up.
Like a monster rising from the deep, Speedball will not stop, but neither will the walking weapon, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, God. And look at Bailey.
Oh, my God. Face to face, nose to
56
nose.
minutes are gone, 4 minutes remain.
Oh, my God. Bailey off the top, down goes Alexander.
And now, Alexander in a prone position. Look at Bailey climbing. Look at him climbing. Could he be getting towards championship gold? This could be it.
He hit Ultimate Weapon earlier on in the match, but couldn't capitalize. Can he do it this time?
My God, he got it. Got it. Do we have a new champion? Could it be?
Champion! Oh, Alexander! His foot on the bottom rope breaks up the pin.
Look at the expression on Mike Bailey's face. It's the one on mine as well. Take a look at this. He finally hits it again, the ultimate weapon. He has the walking weapon dead to rights, but just in the nick of time. The wherewithal of the champion pulling through.
3 minutes remain.
3 minutes left in this Impact World title match. We're gonna stay with it until its conclusion here on Access TV. And again, back to the left shoulder.
Trying to go back to what's been working so far, but less than 180 seconds remain in this contest.
And this is desperation for Mike Bailey. He got 3 minutes left to make your dreams come true, to become the Impact World Champion.
Yeah, it's time to hit that knockout shot. It's time to hit the finishing blow. Anything you have left, every ounce of strength, energy, fortitude.
Alexander, straight shots to the face of Bailey. Oh, and a big kick. Well, wait a minute now, Bailey, he went for the flamingo driver early on in the matchup, but he couldn't hook it.
Can he hit it now? He's got, no.
Oh, and a cover, shoulders down, no.
Alexander now was looking for this earlier too. Got it
Styles
this time!
clash.
And
the
back.
ankle lock.
Right
2
back
minutes
to
remain.
it. This is the playbook all match long for nearly an hour for Josh Alexander. Will it finally get the job done in the closing seconds of this world title matchup?
The Styles clash into the ankle lock.
Can Bailey hang on? How much can one body take? We are finding out the answer to that question here tonight.
And look at this, kicks to the shoulder, kicks to the damaged left shoulder, trying to twist at the ankle. And Bailey does get to the bottom rope.
Alexander not letting go though. Oh!
And now Bailey doing anything he can to keep Alexander at bay, still holding on to the ropes. Oh my God! just ripped Bailey away from the ropes and hit a pile driver.
Absolutely planted.
1 minute
Mike
remains in
Bailey.
this match, 60 seconds.
The final minute here.
Trying to get Bailey up for the C4 spike, has struggled to do so throughout this matchup due to the injured left shoulder.
And now just pummeling Speedball. Wants to make sure this one counts.
Trying to
20
hook it.
seconds remain.
Oh, C4 spike!
Got him! But,
A matter of seconds left in this matchup.
whoa, wait,
But
oh.
Alexander's not done.
No, he wants to make an exclamation point here. Prove a point. This has been an hour coming.
20 seconds remain.
20 seconds. Another C4 spike. Alexander the cover. Alexander retains.
This match first introduced in 2003. This is the 47th Ultimate X match. There are no disqualifications, so Austin using his cane is totally legal.
Already picking up some of those habits from the Bullet Club. I love to see it.
Whoa, there goes Miguel outside the ring. Kenny King tied up with Andrew Everett. And now Everett is trying to climb the truss, as is King. Zane goes after Austin.
And you know you're going to see a lot of that. Zane and Austin, with all that history in Japan, they spent so much time together. Social media dubbed them the besties of the Super Junior, or the Zesties, but no longer.
That was zesty.
As Bailey looks to fly, and so does Alex Zane.
The moon sauce from Alex Zane. You gotta wonder, is Alex Zane a little bit preoccupied with trying to get back at Austin? Can he focus on winning this match?
Well, he is right now as he looks up towards those ropes. As does Mike Bailey, the first two to grab the X
Whoa.
and start climbing.
You gotta unhook the title and make it down to the canvas with the championship belt in order to be named X Division
And did
champion.
you see the knee of Trey Miguel catch Alex Zane on the way down, catching him right upside the chin?
What a way to get this event started here inside the Asylum. Yes, here in the Nashville Fairgrounds, newly revamped.
And a little bit of impromptu teamwork between Kenny King and Trey Miguel gone awry at the hands of Honor No More's former X Division champion.
I was thinking about the royal flush there, and Trey Miguel able to trump him over that top. Miguel gets King. Trey Miguel, who told me recently that if he could win this match and reclaim the X Division championship, it would make his year of frustrations all worth it.
As you take another look at Trey Miguel taking to the skies and now taking the action to the X Division champion.
Long history between Ace Austin and Trey Miguel. Every time Austin has been X Division champion, he's had Miguel's number.
He's a proverbial thorn in the side of Trey Miguel.
Take a look at it now. Trending social media, #Slammiversary, and you can see why.
Beautiful Fosbury flop there from Ace Austin, landing on his feet.
You can see why Bullet Club recruited Ace Austin, one of the hottest young stars in all of professional wrestling. Now Bailey, going after Austin.
And Ace Austin just fighting everybody on the apron here. And
and a neck breaker there on the apron.
Trey Miguel doing some damage to his own neck, shoulders, lower back there as well.
Now look inside the ring. Andrew Everett, a late addition to Ultimate X. Thriving right now.
That snap German suplex right on the apron. And right now, it is Everett alone in the ring. That looked like he's weighing his options. Take out the field, and he chooses to, yes!
Wipes out everybody at ringside.
And that's what this matchup is about. Because you have to conserve your energy when climbing that X, and Andrew Everett taking out the field in an effort to open up the opportunity to do so.
And now look at Everett trying to climb to the top turnbuckle. Mike Bailey in pursuit, trying to prevent Everett from getting to the cables. Look at Alex Zane, charges in. Oh my God, Alex Zane able to get a hold of Everett. And sends Bailey into an opponent.
What a combination of offense from Alex Zane there.
Now look at Miguel. Miguel, who has won Ultimate X and Multiverse matches back in April.
That's right now, Trey climbing Meanwhile, Alex Zane at his feet, literally looking for a powerbomb. As Kenny King now looking to capitalize as well. Huge combination.
Blockbuster powerbomb combo there, and now it's Zane and King.
That time it's great to be right back here on the grounds of the open.
Ooh! Boot right to the face there by Zane.
Now it's Kenny King and Alex Zane fighting it out in the middle of the ring here. Ace Austin, the champion, back into the fray.
Trying to do some damage to anybody in the general ringside area, or inside the ring for that matter. Now it's Mike Bailey.
Looking for a double suplex on Kenny King in the ring here, but Mike Bailey climbing over all the action.
This is smart. He's going for the title on the cable. He's trying to find out Everett.
Grabbing at the feet of Mike Bailey, who now, what the, oh!
A version of Ultima Weapon takes out 3 men at once.
Dropping the knees as you take a look here, going inside out, dropping the knees, just like you said, that version of his finisher, Ultima Weapon. And now the path is opening up for Speedball.
Everett must have done enough to alter the grip of Bailey. Bailey must have thought, I can't hang on, I might as well take out 3 guys below me.
Because you can't underestimate how much it takes out of you merely to hold on to those ropes, let alone to continue to fight.
Oh, here's Miguel, Everett, and Bailey.
Oh. All these competitors entering some dangerous territory. Trey almost scaling the scaffolding there. Everett on the top turnbuckle. Bailey, Austin, no way. Kenny King joining the pile here.
Oh my God. Kenny King involved, and now Alex Zane cruising into the corner. Look at this. Look at the massive humanity that goes down.
But look, Trey Miguel has held on. Trey Miguel did not go anywhere.
Spider Trey, poised and ready to strike. Oh my God! Canadian Destroyer off the top.
Check out this tower of power.
Boom.
The massive humanity hits the mat and then followed up by this.
The super Canadian Destroyer off the top. I don't know how Alex Zane is going to continue.
You see him grasping at his head and neck.
All of this for the X Division Championship. Trying to show out here to begin the 20-year anniversary event, Slammiversary for Impact Wrestling.
You know, at the beginning of this contest, you called it the signature match of Impact Wrestling. Couldn't agree more. You could also argue that the X Division is one of the signature divisions of this company, which helped it step out onto the map.
And now look at Miguel through the ropes, thinking about going for a climb here. Everett trying to slow him down.
Trey keeps climbing, because that's what it's all about at the end of the day. This ain't a ladder match. You can't just step up to the top. You got to hold on, all that endurance.
Kenny King, he's won Ultimate X in the past, trying to get to the championship. Oh, Bailey and Austin now.
Four-way fight getting ready to go off here. And all these guys holding onto the ropes, exerting strength and fighting. And there's the educated feet from Mike Bailey.
The hand strength, the core strength of Bailey, and a low blow. It's legal. It's all legal there by Austin.
And now down to Ace Austin and Mike Bailey. And we know the history between these two.
Austin trying to grab his championship. Bailey trying to become the new champion.
As reaching at each other, holding on by their legs, smacking each other. No love lost here whatsoever. Meanwhile, you see Andrew Everett over in the other corner of your screen there, looking to do the same, join the fray here.
Trying to use his legs, trying to get closer and closer to the title.
Shimmying across, and now it's right there. It's by his feet, but you gotta grab it.
Look at the positioning here by Everett.
Great move there.
He's trying to unhook the belt.
Gotta get it. Just a second away from being X Division champion. Whoa.
Oh my God. Oh, down goes Everett.
Mike Bailey head scissor takedown from the top of the Ultimate X, and now we are back to Austin and Bailey.
Austin reaching for his championship. Bailey, how much more can these two endure? Their muscles have got to be screaming out.
All that endurance just to hang on. This is what the X Division Championship means. Meanwhile, Alex Zane seemingly recovered from that Canadian destroyer.
I don't know how Zane is still moving. Oh, it kicks right to the face. It's a boot. Down goes Zane. Oh, wait a minute now. Look at Bailey. Bailey right underneath the championship. Down goes Austin.
This has got to be it. Bailey pulling himself up. Seconds away from winning the X Division Championship.
He's got to unhook the title and get down to the canvas with possession of the belt.
And he's got it.
Bailey's got it.
Here is your winner and new X Division champion, Speedball Bailey.
Plenty of familiarity between these two. They've competed with and against each other. In singles competition, Ospreay has the advantage 3-1. The very first singles matchup between these two went the way of Bailey. The last three, Ospreay's been on a tear, obviously. All three of those matchups took place, however, in the United Kingdom. I've had the chance to speak with Ospreay within the last few weeks, and he said, legitimately flying all the way to the United States, Chicago, there is a jet lag factor. He says he constantly deals with that in professional wrestling.
We're talking about a guy who has 100% of factor. This man goes from the UK to the United States to Japan and back again on a regular basis. A journeyman of the sport unlike any other. He comes to play and he means business.
Close range. Right to the spine there by Speedball Mike Bailey. No doubt the biggest opportunity of Speedball's career here in Impact Wrestling to dethrone someone as hot as Will Ospreay is right now.
No doubt about it. As you're taking a look at this, the Troy moonsault to the outside, taking the Billy Goat to the floor.
Here's the thing I think is interesting. Those last three matches, yes, they have all gone Ospreay's way, but they've gotten progressively more difficult. 17 minutes, 21 minutes, 24 minutes for Ospreay to put away Bailey. Could tonight, in his home company, could this be the night here at Battle for Glory for Bailey?
And that's my question. We've talked about the tear Mike Bailey has been on since coming here to Impact Wrestling after being away from the scene here. As he gets leveled by Ospreay. Mike Bailey has pushed so many people to the limit.
Ospreay levels Speedball.
The question is, can he rise to the moment and finally crest the hill to a victory at this level?
Will Ospreay play a momentum after last week successfully defended his officially recognized IWGP United States World Heavyweight Championship?
Don't say that to him.
Against Zack Sabre Jr. as a part of New Japan's Royal Quest 3 in the United Kingdom.
And that match was a technical spectacle, proving Ospreay to be the man of all talents that he is. We call him the aerial assassin. He can fly with the best of them, but he can take you down to the ground and bend you in every way possible as well. Mike Bailey has his work cut out for him, but we know exactly the encyclopedic level of Mike Bailey's offense as well.
Ospreay, a colossal backbreaker.
And the size and strength advantage.
Cover here on Bailey. Kicks out at one.
It does go to Ospreay, but look, that is the resilience of Bailey. Bailey, you want to talk about a guy who's a journeyman, a guy who's got a crazy schedule. This is a man who's in every promotion humanly possible that he can get in front of, week in, week out.
Look at this abdominal stretch here by Ospreay. That smile on the face of the Billy Goat.
The force with which Will Ospreay just flew into that abdominal stretch.
Oh, now Ospreay gonna slow up Bailey. Bailey just refusing to sit still.
Pretty good job of making you sit still. Sit down, you old man.
Now Ospreay inviting this.
The sickening thud, and Ospreay responding with a chop of his own. Both these guys trying to collapse the rib of the other.
And down goes Bailey. It's the poise of Ospreay. He's in the thick of the fight already here. Complete command of the room, command of the fight.
Talking about a man who's headlined the Tokyo Dome.
Twisting through the air here in the impact zone and drops Ospreay.
Look at this. The aerial assassin. Assassinated from the air. Ospreay goes down courtesy of Bailey.
That type of offense is going to be critical for Bailey. He's got to be one step ahead of Ospreay.
And there he anticipated Ospreay getting back in the ring, climb those ropes for that drop kick.
Right power behind it, sent the 230-pounder Ospreay clean across the ring.
Ooh, axe kick.
Now, Bailey with the running shooting star. Here's the cover on Ospreay and a kick out.
Mike Bailey in record territory here as the former IWGP World Champion on the back foot.
Think about some of the marquee matchups Bailey has had here in Impact Wrestling. Tanahashi earlier this year, Multiverse United won. Josh Alexander last year, a 60-minute, near 60-minute Impact World title match. And Frankie Kazarian, a classic for the Exhibition Championship at last year's Bound for Glory.
Now, Bailey looking for the flamingo driver. Ospreay doing his own homework. Saw it coming. Wrestlers on planet Earth doing what they do best.
And Ospreay, think about it, forearm shot doubling over Ospreay. Wow, look at Ospreay go! Ospreay, handspring, there's the kick right to the skull.
Laser pointed, hits the target every time.
Ospreay rolling out to the apron. Feeding off the crowd here, the sold-out crowd live in Chicago.
Feeling confident, but you can tell this match is rolling for the Marvelous Bailey.
Forearm blaze the cover and in kick out. Perhaps an homage to the great AJ Styles. I've spoken to Ospreay, he said on multiple occasions, the unbreakable three-way Styles, Daniels, and Samoa Joe back in 2005 inspired him. It's why he fell in love with Impact Wrestling once upon a time.
Matches like that set this company on the map. And I think this one's already on the line doing the exact same thing.
Is it time for a little cheeky Nando's? Yes, it is.
Lights out for Speedball.
Bailey was trying to set up for a battle button there. Now Bailey trying to stay close, thinking about a backslide.
But again, Ospreay, that strength advantage keeps him out of vertical base. Oh, God!
The agility of Ospreay. Thinking of on one of the eyes. Cutter, backslide, cover. Oh, kick out by Ospreay. Here comes Bailey. looked like that for a few minutes. Ospreay was starting to run away with this thing. Bailey needed that sequence, but he's thriving now.
Both these guys, they can do that. They get the right moment, the right opening. They can shift everything in a big match like this.
Bailey sweeps the leg, down goes Ospreay.
Ospreay laying out on the apron here. Look out.
Face first to the post.
Bailey was thinking double knees there. Oh, again, that hooking kick. Oh, wait.
Oh my God. Who's thinking about there? Oh, it's coming on the apron.
Take another look. Watch this. The Ospreay on the apron. The rock. Solid apron. Taking both competitors to the floor. And there is no championship on the line here, but how damn does it feel like a big world title match in this building here tonight?
A marquee match here at Impact Wrestling's biggest event of the year, Bound for Glory. Will Ospreay, regarded by many as perhaps the greatest wrestler on the planet? Meanwhile, Speedball might Bailey, if he can knock off Ospreay, could put himself in that discussion as one of the very best in the world.
Mike Bailey, quite frankly, he's already in the discussion.
Bailey beats the count. Look out! Oh, and Ospreay got him.
Didn't even let Bailey breathe a moment.
Once again, cross-cutter center. Is that it? Bailey kicks out at 2.
Ospreay immediately to his feet and immediately lining Bailey up.
Oh, one of the hidden blade. But it's Bailey who goes down to the canvas.
Whether by choice or not, Tom, I don't know if Bailey just collapsed from the beating he's taken so far.
Oh, now look at Ospreay. Toying with Bailey.
This is the confidence of the leader of the United Empire.
Huge forearm blast. And Ospreay drops Bailey, showing a lot of disrespect for Speedball.
He's going to make Speedball earn every bit of this. Speedball wants to be called the best in the world at what he does.
Impact. Come on, baby.
He's got to beat the best.
Well, now look at Bailey. Look at Bailey not backing down there against Ospreay. Oh, close range here. Kicks right to the face.
If breaking just down to the floor here.
And the officials all over both men. They got to be careful. Grabbing all of the hair could get disqualified. But now the kicks by Ospreay. Oh, Ospreay. Oh, caught there by Bailey. Oh, my God. Super kick. Ospreay will stagger.
What a sequence. What a sequence of syncopated destruction in this dance we call pro wrestling between two of the greatest going today. Ospreay over up.
Puts another Oscar. Oh, and Bailey went up and got him. Knees right to the spine.
Incredible counter from Speedball.
Oh, now Ospreay rushes in. Oh, kick right to the arm. That right elbow.
Scouted by Speedball. Now look where he is. Could be set up to put it away.
Is it time?
jaw. And now, looking for that flamingo driver again. Ospreay prone.
Diving deep into the playbook here. Hold on. Ospreay, shoulders down.
Oh, look out,
Wait a minute. Ospreay, Styles